punchline, a hard one to join together. To welcome on stage your opening act for the evening. All together now, please give it up for Sam Hickman!
G'day, mates. It's funny because I'm wearing a hat, guys. Anyway, hi. My name is Sam Hickman. Sam, a beautiful name. I am named after my mother's favorite German Shepherd. Which means, in the spirit of nominative determinism, I molt everywhere. I've always been a bitch, and I do have EU citizenship. I came all the way from Cardiff, Wales to be here today. Not a joke, just a long drive. And the entire time I was in the car, I kept thinking to myself, oh God, what if I get there and it turns out I'm not very talented? Or worse, what if I'm not likable enough to be mediocre? I've never said anything funny or remarkably profound. I've never shared wit, made a joke, been a silly little clown. If that's the sort of thing you're into, if that's what you've been craving, if you prayed my set would be anything even remotely entertaining, well, lower your expectations, lower your standards, please. If you're not impressed, well, it's all for the best, because we already got your money, thanks. Lower your expectations, just bring the standards down. You might feel sad and the world might be bad, at least you got out of the house. And on a Tuesday night, I'm supposed to be in an adult Welsh learners class. I'm a truant, guys. Do you want to hear a Welsh language joke? Okay. Noswaith sut ydych chi? Da iawn, bendigedig. Oof, wedi blino. We got one of them, so I'm going to keep going while I'm reeling them in. Sam Hickman dwi. Ooh, fascinating. Dwi'n dod o Texas yn reiddiol. Ooh, tipyn bach exotic. Like Plantasia. That's a really good Swansea joke. And mae fy mam yn dod o Blaenafon yn reiddiol. Ooh, I know. And pan o'n I blentyn, when I was a child, the only Welsh my mother ever taught us growing up was acha fi. Yeah. Which she said means I love you very much. Anyway, in Wales that kills. It's been so long since I felt any joy. That's very true. And it's been so many years since I've been kissed by a handsome boy. That's not true. This weekend a man called me a slut, but in a really nice way. Yeah. We could use an evening off our troubles. Key change. So lower your expectations. You're already here, so let's have fun. If you get up and leave, I will point it out, and then you will be shamed in front of your spouse. None of you came here with a spouse. Just to make it abundantly clear, that is a joke. And if you should need to leave this performance for any reason, please do so. This is a safe space. But you know what you're never safe from? A key change. So lower your expectations. Oh, just let the standards fall. Life is full of remorse, so let's get back on the horse. It's just like riding a bike. You'll never forget that all of our lives are full of regret. So lower your expectations. Like surviving the next recession or thriving with depression. Sushi from Tesco, a labor manifesto. Lower your expectations. At one point we were promised free broadband, but now we're just getting fascism. Dear God, I'm asking you just while I'm here with you, please keep those standards low. Oh my gosh. Somebody have this. Whacking the mic. Wow. You know, last year was really rough. How was it?
Bad.
Oh, man. It was. You were there. Good. Last year was the worst year of my life. It was just really bad. I started new medication. What did it do? It fucking worked. Take a look. We all paid for it. Just to give you all an idea of what this new medication did, is if everyone takes their hands and they make a fist, and if everyone takes their shoulders and brings them up to their ears and inhale, and then hold that for 15 years. That's what it did. Side effects include depression and weight gain, but for me, it also made me murderously horny. Last year, I sucked off a man for 35 minutes. 35 minutes and he didn't come? No. When I'm done, he'll finish. Because of this murderous horniness, I did get on a certain app, the one that goes, but don't think about it too hard, and I did invite a stranger around to my house for casual sex. Thank you, and that stranger turned out to be the love of my life. I know, he showed up. We made out for 3.5 hours. I came up for air, I looked him in his face, and I said, there has never been a time in which I have not known the touch of your hands or the kiss of your lips. You are as familiar to me as I am to myself. And he said, same. From that point on, we moved at a pace best described as sapphic. And honestly, we're just really, there were some teething problems at the beginning, but it turns out we just have very different love languages. My love languages are physical touch and words of affirmation. His love language, acts of service. We reached a compromise. I suck him off and he says, good girl. But, I also bribed the sound tech. Honestly, we're just really compatible. The other day we were making love so passionately that I went up to the loo and I thought, oh no, my diarrhea's back. And then it just turned out I was full of cum. I've never been happier. And I'm terrified I'm gonna ruin it. I know. Honest man, it's different, new and strange. New love with this honest man. He likes to watch me while I change. The games have all been played, prizes never won. Yet all I know in this whole wide world, there's only one thing I'll ever want. This is more of a sincere